So let's bring him out here. It's Kerem Buker from Gamer
Hi guys.
Arena. My man, thank you for
How
being
are you
here.
guys?
We're doing great,
Sorry
man.
for
How are
my
you
sorry for
doing?
my bad voice again.
Good to see you,
You should
man.
you should definitely sell tickets for that music show, man. It's awesome.
My man, thank you so much for
Firestorm
Maybe,
is
stopping.
right. He
maybe,
is right.
maybe, maybe we do NFT tickets. Listen, I know a
Maybe.
platform or two that does stuff like that. Jimmy, you're gonna blow up on the Twitch scene. I'm pretty sure of it. So,
All right. Well,
Kerem,
Yeah,
I'm
let's
here
Kerem
for
comes
let's
it.
with
keep it
ideas.
free for a few weeks, okay?
Get
Yes,
people used to it, right? Of course.
Yeah,
definitely,
of
man.
course.
Definitely. Well, Kerem, welcome to the show. It's great to have you here.
It's great to be in the show with you guys.
My man,
What a
yes.
nice to see Firestorm revealed
Thanks for
face.
joining. Oh yeah, man. I mean, this was in the works. Obviously, we believe in transparency. So the Anon side was all joking games. Eventually, we kind of wanted to do the right thing, anyways, right? So
So
I'm
yeah,
absolutely.
so before we get into the super details, if you wouldn't mind just talking a little bit about yourself. See, what we do here in the club is we like to do a little intro. You know what I mean? So if you wouldn't mind talking about where you come from in terms of how you got into crypto and how you started working with Gamer Arena, we'd love to hear your story, man.
Okay, you guys, let's start like this. Do you remember when the Bitcoin was sold for the pizzas? They changed it. So
yes, who,
that's
who
how
could
my
ever
story
forget that?
that's how my story begins. But the real getting into a crypto is happened because of my cousin Serkan Bayar. He's the owner of the Enna wallet. You guys may heard it. He showed
Yep,
me what
they're
this
integrated to Avalanche now. Nice
yes.
integrated solution, right?
Yes,
Yes,
Awesome.
yeah,
definitely looked
it's
at it for
became
sure.
an awesome project, awesome wallet to use, and he at first he made me to know what's blockchain is, what's Bitcoin is, and at that time it was like 2013, no, 2013, yeah, and he told me all the details and all the technical stuff, and I was like, it sounds interesting, but it's not worth it, is it? So it should be. I could be really early in this blockchain kind of thing, but like others, I start investing at 2017, and that's how my journey began. And I
Nice.
start working at our research department in our university, Bahçeşehir University Blockchain Center. I was a research assistant there, and the first event that I entered about blockchain was Avalanche Hackathon.
Yeah.
So I have a little surprise here for with me. You guys, it's also a surprise for you too. You guys
Yeah,
come in
Whoa!
with it.
only the real OGs have that. That's probably
Only
one
the
of the
real
first things we.
OGs have that. This is my first merchandise that I have organized. Yeah, let's keep going. And that's how my story also began. And after the hackathon, I met with the awesome guys, the developers, marketers, and lots of people. Also and the Dexalot team. They were awesome. They are always helping people, and that's how I got here. After I'm still working at the blockchain center, but
Nice.
I'm also content creator there. So the gamer arena found me. So like I have been working at Gamer Arena like for 1 year as a head of blockchain department. So
Very
that's
cool.
my little story. There's lots of things to tell, but I hope you like my surprise. You guys
Dude,
didn't even know it before.
Love the
We did a
surprise.
sound check, but I say let's not say that.
yes.
Make a
Total
surprise
surprise to
for
us over here. Like he didn't dude, that's you guys just saw the genuine reaction. I literally when I am excited about something, I look for something that'll make noise, and the air horn was the closest thing. You know what I mean? But dude, that's
Thank you.
amazing. Yes, I love it. And that's so cool. And you're also a gamer too, right?
Yeah, yes, of course.
You
I'm a
mentioned you had a
gamer.
Twitch setup in our sound check, so that's why I asked.
Yeah, but I'm with my laptop right now.
Yes,
Yeah.
definitely.
I'm a sneaky gamer.
Sneaky
Not
gamer.
on the yeah.
So let's talk about that a little bit. What games I pay less attention to the games now, but give us some old games that really turned you into gaming. What are your favorite games over the years?
Mines. Let me think about it. It was like Team Fortress, maybe. The one
Well,
of
your
the
Okay.
man in
first
the
game.
chat, Lendir, is
Also,
saying you're the Valorant god. Is that
yeah,
true?
no, no. Let's say not the god, but trying to be the god.
All right, that's cool.
You play Counter Strike then
Yeah,
before
then
Valorant?
I play Counter Strike, but not that competitive level. But
Sure.
I'm playing Valorant very well. But we are working a lot in this 1 year. We are trying to get listed the other stuff. We are creating a new product at Gamer Arena, and we are getting integrated with the blockchain, and it's going to be awesome. That's why I put my gamer side to a
On hold, I
different
assume,
place.
Yeah.
given
Yeah,
that you're in the startup
on
life now. Yeah,
hold. Yeah, on
sure.
hold. Also, one of our topics is Web3 gamings. So we can say that I'm not a hardcore gamer. Yeah,
Sure.
yes, I can play Valorant very well, but I'm not a hardcore gamer. But this Web3 gaming is just pulling me inside of games again and again.
Of course.
Absolutely, man.
So I guess, before we go too deep into Web3 gaming, why don't you tell us a little bit about what Gamer Arena is, what are the missions, what you guys have achieved so far? Because, we talk to a lot of projects here, but most of the projects are actually in the beginning of the road. And I know Gamer Arena already has like a big audience. Why don't you tell our audience a little bit about, Gamer Arena first, and then we'll dive into the Web3 stuff.
Okay, as I said, I'm working in the Gamer Arena for 1 year right now. So, but Gamer Arena is not a new company. They were founded at 2019, and they already have a system that Gamer Arena is working as a competitive gaming platform where players compete with each other at skill-based games. So the games like PUBG Mobile, FIFA Legends, Mobile Legends, and FIFA, we they can make duels with the uh, with the other gamings in other gamers in our platform. Sorry for my bad voice again. I'm
Dude,
trying to
all good.
speak
No
You're fine,
well.
problem,
man.
man.
You're
We,
all
we
good,
hear you
bro.
pretty good. Don't worry about it. Yeah.
We offer gamers two type of competitions in our platform, like duels and the tournaments. So the gamers can came just make duels with one-on-one base, or can join our tournaments. And there's a token, GAU token, Go token, we use in our platform. And maybe I can give some surprises. We are going to launch our own games and our own application. Let's make it special just for uh, this channel. We are
Hey,
announcing it from here at first. So we're gonna, yes, yes, Jimmy,
yes, let's go.
and it's going to be awesome for us. It's gonna worth that
Amazing.
I stop gaming.
Wow, amazing. Um, we talked about the platform a little bit. I'm going to ask you more questions, but there's a burning question at the back of my head. Like when people navigate to your webpage, right? There's a sign up call to action form, and it says get free GAU tokens, right? It says get free 13 GAU tokens. I really would love to understand the math behind why it's 13 and not 15, not 20, not 10, not 5. 13 is an interesting number, so I would love to know why 13.
We use every tool that tech gives us right now. So as a community based and gaming based, we are not launched globally yet. So we know that number is good for our Turkish users. We now have 400, like not over than 400,000 people in our platform signed up. So it's like uh, in a tokenomics in for right now, it's enough for us to make that word. So that's why it's 13
Got it.
Go
No,
tokens right now.
there's always funny stories around some of the numbers that get used as a part of incentives or whatever that may be. Like there are, believe me when I say there's plenty of funny stories around our Dexalot's numbers, depending on where you look at it. It could be the number of users, number of staking incentives. There's like a lot of things that go behind the scenes relating to these. That's
also it was my lucky number, but it's just little secret.
There you go. Still, all these little things add up, right? Okay.
Right.
So, I mean, you talked about Web3 earlier, right? I guess I wanted to ask you, like, what's your view on this brand new economy? Obviously, when people look at your platform, people go to your webpage, there's a lot of games there already that you guys integrated. You already said 400K plus users already onboarded to the platform, but most of the games are Web 2, right? What is your view on how big Web3 gaming, i.e. GameFi, will be in the next, 2 years, 5 years, and why do you think, if at all, you think it will grow? Like, we would love to hear sort of an opinion from people who are very ingrained in the Web 2 space, which I think you guys are, right?
Let's start for a researcher side of myself. So as you said, that GameFi, when you look at the GameFi fundraisings, they were like blowed. But they are not blowed because they are feeling it. There was something. The world is always gets shaped with gamification and games. Like when you look at the techs that developed before, for not for only for the last users, like let's say as an army based, last user base, and gamer base, always games make that new technology to grow up. So there is something good for Web3. We always say that owning your assets and owning your trades is a special things to have in Web3. So when you look from that side, the most important things is you say that you can understand they are Web2 games, but Web3. People used to use that Web3 products without understanding even they are using the blockchain and the wallets and the other stuffs. That's you guys loud at it, but that's how I think, and that's how the other projects are taking. Like, what an awesome project is Dexalot. They look like Jax, but they are not. They are doing the awesome job right there. And I'm also a big fan of your Medium rights. Let's start like this. That's what I think. If the Web3 gaming sector going to be grow, it's going to grow with implementing people from the Web2 side, and they will never understand that it must be smooth, user friendly, and gamer friendly.
Absolutely.
So like, the way I always looked at it is, this is an economy that simply didn't exist up until sort of the invention of NFTs and blockchain, right? Think about it this way. When you played games in the past, if you're really old, like me, I guess, back then you would just purchase the game once and play the game, right? Then came the models of trying to monetize Web2 gamers more and more and more and more, right? So now you have to buy the game, you have to pay a subscription, then comes out an expansion pack, you again buy stuff, you spend all this time, your attention goes into the game, your efforts go into the game, and you create an in-game economy, activity, allows other people to, I don't know, trade stuff with you, you help other people get loot, yada, yada, yada. But in the end, as the user, you don't really own any of it, right? You don't really own the fruits of your attention and your time. Yeah. And really everything is still owned by the studio that made the game. And this was a huge gap. Basically, blockchain and ability to own your own assets created the opportunity for people to monetize their time. And I don't mean play to earn specifically. Obviously, there was a lot of play to earn games that came out, and some of them were successful for a little while. Most of them aren't successful anymore. But what I mean is your attention is worth something, particularly to the studio. And if and when you no longer want to give that attention to that project, you still have tangible assets that you can transfer to the guy who wants to get a faster start to the game, right? Which I think is very fascinating if you think about it, right? It's basically owning the effort that you put into a project or to the game, and then being able to transfer it to a person who wants to push starting from where you left off and carry it forward, right? So in that sense, I think it's going to get really big, because yes, a lot of Web2 gamers don't think like that yet. They just think, what is the easiest user experience for me to play this game? I'm going to press this button and play the game. I don't want to deal with a crypto wallet. I don't want to deal with anything. Just like you said, when it becomes like when this whole movement has UX that is comparable to old Web 2, I think Web 2 won't even exist. It's all going to be Web 3 games, right? Because it will give people more benefits, and people will naturally gravitate towards it as long as their user experience didn't suffer. So
let me add two things, if
please,
it's okay for you, before Jimmy talks. Like let me put some points there. Let's come back to that 13 points. We believe 13 Go tokens. Like, we believe gaming must be free. So we want to give a chance for all gamers that they can join our platform and win in the skill-based games.
That's
and
great.
the second part is, as you told Firestorm, pay to win is not gonna end in a great way. That's what I think.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean there isn't any good projects that you can pay to win. There's lots of great projects, but if you want to make a future-proof product, it must be like this. That's what I think.
Yeah, I think there's a lot to be said for that, because I mean,
That's
obviously,
why also our games and in-house developed games, all of them is a skill-based games.
that's great.
So even if you pay, you need to get skilled there.
Yeah, you got to get good.
That's why we
right?
focus on that side. Yeah,
absolutely. Yeah,
Like they say in Dark Souls, you got to get good. So that actually, you were talking about like regions earlier. Are you guys planning to expand so that people from other areas can start joining, or
right now?
Or just going forward, or just
Like I just get caught and I didn't understand what it said.
Oh, I was
People
saying,
can
are you
join Gamer
guys planning to expand the area that gamers can join from?
Yeah, or of course.
Okay,
we are getting ready for the global launch.
There you go.
And after that, everybody can get joined. And let's give our social medias, maybe.
Yes,
If
our
it's
producer
okay
will
for
run
you.
those for you just across the screen real quick. He's got you covered.
Can-
There we go.
They can follow GAU token Twitter side for our globally and English.
Yeah, guys, give them a follow. They're a new account, so make sure you follow them. We got the account right there. We've tagged it on our Twitter as well, so you can find it at Dexalot.com's Twitter account. So make sure you follow them, man.
Also, they can follow GameArena.com, and we're gonna make let's give them one more surprise there. Like the other project, we do also have airdrop spots for our projects. Like,
oh yeah,
let's make guys who came from this live program and can enter our airdrops.
You guys heard it first. The magic word, the airdrop call has been made. The gauntlet has been thrown. Now it's up to the folks to follow the project and catch the airdrop, bro.
Let's go. Love it, man.
Let's go. All right, so Kerem, why don't we talk a little bit about? Actually, I was going to ask a serious question, but I have a more important question. What is the most popular game that you guys have on the platform that people are like constantly battling? Is it FIFA? Because I think it's FIFA, but I would love to know the answer. FIFA or PES? One or the other.
Are you gonna be sad if it's not?
I will be sad if it's not, because that means
I won't.
I all the things I thought I knew about, I made assumptions about your audience, of course, but all the things I thought I knew about the audience was wrong. But yeah, I mean, I would love to be corrected.
It was Clash Royale right now, but
really, wow,
yeah,
okay.
But when it's statistically like we can check right now if you guys.
Sure.
I mean, we would love to understand, because this. So okay, let me put this into perspective. Your platform is very unique because when I look at the gaming industry in general, or when I play a game, I only think about that game, right? You have the sort of overarching view on the trends in the gaming industry. Sure, you don't have all the games integrated, but when Apex Legends is becoming very popular, like you're gonna see similar trends because somebody who plays Apex Legends and who likes it may try another game, etc. Right? Like I would love to, this is data that's valuable, I think, for people who are producing games, people who are looking for other games to play, and like the insights that you get might be very interesting. So I kind of wanted to ask that question.
Yeah, not all games have API connections right now. We also have new news with the API connections and the collaborations we made with the game companies, also with the metaverse companies right back. So, but the games that have API connections for the development side, they let us know who wins and who loses. So even if they are not integrated, they are skill-based games, and you can make friendly matches, or even you can pay for the dual side.
Nice.
When we integrate a game, we also integrate that community who want to earn something from their skills.
Of course.
That's
So
perfect. Yeah.
so we are not competitor to these kind of gamers. But in
No, of
our
course.
new product, oh, sorry for that, guys.
There we go. So I guess I just want to get some valuable information about the platform to the people that are listening and watching as well. Like if I'm a gamer, I'm just gonna make it up. I'm like a good Clash Royale, you said, right? Like Clash Royale guy. What do I do to come to your platform and obliterate all the noobs? Like, what are the steps I go through?
You came to our platform and sign up to get the free Go tokens, and then you start a duel. How much Go you ever want to put?
So I'm wagering my Gao tokens, and I'm saying, come play with me. I'll whoop you, and if I can't whoop you, I'll give you my Gao tokens. Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Yeah, yes.
All right.
We in that it seems really easy, but at the background we have so many security layers that we don't let
Of course.
users play from the same area, and we don't want close friends play each
Of
time.
course. Of
There's
course.
there is an awesome developers there, backend and server developers there. They are working so hard for these kind of users. We are not only giving a platform, we are also tackling these kind of problems too.
Yeah.
Right now.
Makes sense.
Let's continue. You take that duel, and then when I see that, let's play with the Firestorm and take his Go tokens. Like and you win. Let's say you win. You take the Go tokens, and we take a small percent for a
So
fee.
so I guess how does it work? Let's say Firestorm and Kerem are going to duel on whatever game. How does your platform know that I won the game versus the alternative? Some of them
While you
obviously
are
have
signing,
API connections, you said, but
yeah,
how
API
does it work
connections.
without the API?
There's a games that work without the API, so we just um we want some screenshots, or we add that players from our accounts to see their previous games. It's really hard if that game does not have an API connection.
Of course.
But
Sure.
but let's talk about the Supercell games. They let us know everything. So when you are signing up, your name is Firestone123. So our background is our backend looking for the what Firestone123 did against Kerem Buker, and it can be found out easily.
So I guess in that sense, Web3 is fantastic infrastructure for your project, because now if a game is on blockchain and if the results are recorded on the blockchain, you don't even need an API connection. You just need Snowtrace. You know the addresses of each of the gamers. You can see their transaction relating to the game, and you can just read it directly from there, right? Obviously, having a game API still probably would make it easy for you, but theoretically, your platform scales infinitely with blockchain. Is that correct?
Yes, but not every parties need to be on the blockchain. Let's talk about like blockchain is a good kind of technology to tackle some problems in a trust side, but we don't need that blockchain thing in a trustless places. Like if you need a trust there, we are going to use that technology.
No, of course. What I meant by that is basically if I'm dueling against somebody in a game, as long as the result of that game is recorded in the ledger, which most of the games do, by
we
the
are
way.
storing some data in our private chain, and we are broadcasting some details in the on-chain platform. So there is a complicated but awesome structure in our background.
Wow. Very cool. Very cool. I feel like I've been asking a lot of questions. Is there anything that you would like to talk about specifically? Because I know I just looked at the time. The time passed quite quickly. Is there anything that you would like to talk about specifically on your project before I ask any more questions? Or
not right now.
Well, I have a quick one.
Okay.
Can we?
I'm happy to hear
can we get a
Jimmy
duel?
again.
Can we get a Kerem Firestorm duel going on our other Dexalot game stream, please?
As long as it's a StarCraft game, I'm down.
All right. Hey, we can.
Let me find out StarCraft APIs and.
StarCraft has a lot of APIs. Like their AI API is pretty famous. Like there is a couple active StarCraft AI gamers. I think the famous one is called Alpha Star or something like that.
Nice.
And regular pros, like proper professional gamers, are able to battle it out against the AI, and the AI wins quite regularly, especially on micro heavy games. So like APIs of StarCraft should be available for you to do stuff with.
Well, we're gonna make that happen, guys.
Yeah, we can make it. I know you guys are very busy with the subnet thing, and let's make it after the subnet when you guys are free and happy to play.
Yeah,
and let's make a special tournament for you guys in our platform. And
let's do like a proper draft where like you veto 2 games, I veto 2 games, and then we pick 1 game each and we play both to see how we do. Like let's do it like a proper duel, bro.
Let me start working on my StarCraft.
Sounds good.
Yeah, you guys down for this? You guys down for an official duel here?
Now, for the StarCraft game, I have our producer who's also going to come in, like, do a demonstrative, like he's going to demonstrate how to lose properly at a game, and then you can take pointers from him. I'm sure he's.
I know he's got. We can't see him right now, but he's probably shaking his head at all of us. So
yep. And he's been training his full star game. I think
that's true. That's true
for a little while. So we'll see how much he improved.
Jonathan says you're going to bring a ringer from Firestorm.
I do have a portfolio of ringers, depending on the game, of course. We have to choose the game. Then I'm going to go into my portfolio of friends and figure out who's good at what, and then we can do team matches too. I'm down.
That sounds great, man. I think I like that method actually. Kerem, would you? I know we've talked about doing an official stream, but would you ever come back to the CLOB with us and talk with us again?
Of course, why not?
My man, we appreciate you, bro. Well, thank you for toughing out your colds, and you sounded great. You apologized way too many times. You sounded great, man. So don't even worry about it. We loved having you here, and we're definitely going to have you back, and we're definitely going to do a Dexalot Gamer Arena duel. So we're going to make it happen.
Let's make it official, and follow us, please.
Yes, definitely follow the guys. Let's throw that up on the screen one more time, production, before Kerem gets out of here. And Kerem, before I let you go, man, I'm going to jump back on the turntables in a few minutes. Is there anything, any requests, anything you're feeling in the mix?
You are going with like a house again, right?
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna do whatever. We're gonna go.
Anything will be fine. I'm gonna chill here.
Just vibe out. All right.
Yeah, vibe out before it's get tickets. Before you start selling tickets.
My man, I appreciate it. Well, thank you again for joining us today, Kerem Buker from Gamer Arena. Everybody, please follow them on Twitter. We're gonna have them back and do an official duel, and it looks like. You guys have an esports team, Clash Royale esports team too?
Yes, of course.
Ooh, all right. Well, we're gonna have to talk about that more next time.
I just thought that we're gonna talk for 10 minutes. That's why I didn't say everything.
Dude.
And I put a surprise here with the merchandise, Dexalot things, and that's why my time was narrowed.
Nah, you're dude.
It's all good, man.
It was great to have
we
you,
have lots of news.
my man.
Awesome.
Well, we will catch you next time, and thank you again for joining the stream. Make sure you follow Gamer Arena on Twitter, guys. We'll see you next time, Kerem. Thanks so much.
See you later, dude.
Thanks, guys.
Peace.